Have you ever felt the silence of your home grow too loud, as if the walls themselves are whispering that something's missing? If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, you might have found yourself alone more often than you expected. Maybe your children are busy with their own lives, friends have drifted away, or loved ones are no longer here, leaving your once bustling home feeling empty. I've spent years working with seniors across the United States and Canada, and I've seen how this quiet can weigh on your heart. But I'm here to tell you that being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely, and this season of life can still be rich with joy and meaning. In this video, we'll explore 9 heartfelt steps to find senior loneliness solutions, helping you rediscover purpose and connection in your golden years. We'll cover everything from building a daily routine to embracing creativity so you can thrive even when the world feels a little too still. These aren't just tips, they're gentle ways to bring warmth back into your days, and I'm here to walk beside you through each one, understanding the true nature of loneliness, because knowing what you're facing can light the way to a brighter, more fulfilling path ahead. Let's begin with step 1, understanding the true nature of loneliness. When you're living alone in your later years, it's easy to think that the quiet around you is the problem. But loneliness isn't just about being physically alone. It's a deeper feeling of being disconnected, not just from others, but from purpose, joy, and even yourself. You might wake up to an empty house with no one to share your morning coffee. And while that stillness might feel peaceful at first, over time, it can turn into an ache, a sense that life is passing you by. Overcoming loneliness after 60 starts with recognizing this truth. It's not the silence that weighs on you, but the lack of meaning in your days. You might miss the laughter of family gatherings, the chatter of friends, or the simple comfort of someone asking how you're doing, and that's okay. Those feelings are real, and they deserve to be acknowledged. But here's the good news. Understanding this opens the door to change, because loneliness isn't a life sentence. It's an invitation to reconnect in new ways. You can start by reflecting on what you miss most. Maybe it's the warmth of conversation or the feeling of being needed, and let that guide you towards small steps that fill your heart again. By seeing loneliness for what it truly is, you're taking the first step toward a life that feels vibrant and full, even in your quiet moments, ready to build a foundation that brings purpose back into your days. Now, let's move to step 2, building a daily routine for purpose. When you're on your own, with no one to set a schedule for you, the days can start to blur together, and that lack of structure might leave you feeling adrift, as if time is slipping away without meaning. You might find yourself sleeping in later, skipping meals, or losing track of when you last stepped outside. And while that freedom can feel nice at first, it often turns into a trap that deepens the sense of loneliness. Creating a simple daily routine can be a powerful way to bring purpose back into your life, giving your hours a gentle rhythm that feels comforting and grounding. It doesn't have to be rigid, just small intentional habits that anchor your day, like waking up at the same time each morning, making your bed, or enjoying a cup of tea by the window while watching the sunrise. You might plan a short walk in the afternoon, or set aside time to call a friend, giving each part of your day a touch of meaning. Living alone in old age tips often start with this idea, because a routine isn't just about filling time. It's about creating moments that remind you your day matters. These small acts can lift your spirits, helping you feel more in control and connected to the life you're living, as you weave a rhythm that makes every day feel a little brighter and more purposeful. Let's dive into step 3, moving your body to feel alive. As the days grow quieter, it's tempting to stay in your favorite chair, maybe watching the news or sipping your coffee. But your body still craves motion, even if no one's there to see it. You might think that slowing down is just part of aging, but movement isn't just about staying healthy. It's about feeling alive, bringing energy and joy back into your life. Even the simplest actions like stretching in bed before you get up, walking to the end of your street, or swaying to a favorite song in your kitchen can make a big difference in how you feel. It's like waking up a part of yourself that's been asleep, reminding your muscles and your spirit that you're still here, still vibrant, still capable of strength. You don't need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights, just gentle, joyful movement that feels good to you, maybe a short dance to a tune that brings back memories, or a stroll through your yard to feel the fresh air. Meaningful life after retirement often includes these small acts because they help you reconnect with your body, lifting your mood and giving you a sense of vitality that carries you through the day. By moving even just a little, you're telling yourself that you matter, that your life still holds energy and possibility, opening your heart to the warmth that comes from caring for the space around you. Now let's explore step 4, transforming your space into a sanctuary. When you're living alone, your home can either be a source of comfort or a silent drain on your spirit, and you might not even realize how much it's affecting your mood. Over time, clutter can pile up. Rooms once filled with laughter sit empty, and the space that used to feel alive might start to feel heavy, reflecting a sense of neglect that mirrors how you're feeling inside. But your home should be a sanctuary, a place that lifts you up, especially in your quieter years. Start small, clear out a corner that's been gathering dust, open the curtains to let in natural light, or add a splash of color with a bright cushion or a framed photo that sparks a happy memory. You might play soft music that soothes your soul, or place a plant on your windowsill to bring a touch of life indoors. These little changes can make a big difference, turning your space into a reflection of the care you deserve to give yourself. Overcoming loneliness after 60 often involves this step, because a warm, inviting home can help you feel grounded and nurtured, reminding you that you're worthy of beauty and comfort. As you transform your surroundings, you'll find that your heart feels lighter too, ready to nurture the inner voice that shapes how you see yourself each day. Here's step 5, speaking kindly to yourself. When you're alone with your thoughts, it's easy for that inner voice to turn critical, whispering things like, "No one cares about me," or "I'm too old to matter," especially on days when the silence feels heavy. But those thoughts don't have to define you. You have the power to change the conversation in your mind, and it starts with kindness. Think of how you'd comfort a dear friend who's feeling down. Now offer that same gentleness to yourself, because you deserve it just as much. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'm useless," pause and replace it with, "I'm still here, and I have so much to give," or "Today, I'll do one thing that makes me smile." It's like planting seeds of hope in your heart. Over time, they'll grow, lifting your spirit and reminding you of your worth. Connecting with others. After 60 can start with connecting to yourself, because the way you talk to yourself shapes how you see the world. You might try writing down one thing you're grateful for each day, or speaking a kind word aloud like, "I'm doing my best, and that's enough." These small acts of self-kindness aren't just words, they're fuel, giving you the strength to face your days with a softer, more loving perspective, preparing you to reach out and build the connections that will bring more warmth into your life. Moving on to step 6, reaching out to build connections. When you're living alone, it's easy to feel like the world has forgotten you, as if no one notices the quiet you're sitting in. But the truth is, connection isn't about waiting for someone to reach out. It's about taking that first step yourself, even if it feels a little daunting at first. You might think people are too busy, or that it's too late to make new friends, but there are folks out there who'd be blessed to hear from you, if only you'd let them know you're there. Start small, call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, say a warm hello to the cashier at the store, or join a local group, maybe at your community center, or even online, where you can share a laugh or a story. You could write a note to someone saying, "I was thinking of you," and watch how that simple act lights up their day and yours. Living alone in old age tips often include this advice, because reaching out reminds you that you're not as alone as you think, and your presence still matters. It's like opening a door to let fresh air in. Those small connections can breathe life into your days, helping you feel seen and valued as you discover the joy of creating something new with your hands and heart. Now, let's dive into step 7, rediscovering joy through creativity. When you're alone, your mind can get caught in a loop, replaying worries or memories that weigh on your heart. But creating something with your hands or your imagination can break that cycle, bringing a spark of joy back into your life. You don't need to be an artist to do this. It's about letting your spirit play, whether that's painting a simple picture, knitting a scarf, baking a batch of cookies, or even writing a poem about a moment that made you smile. It's like giving your emotions a place to go, turning the quiet into a canvas for something beautiful. You might try setting up a small corner with some paints, or putting on a favorite song and letting it inspire you to move or write. Whatever feels right for you, as long as it's yours. Meaningful life after retirement often blossoms through these acts, because creativity isn't about perfection, it's about expression, a way to remind yourself that there's still magic inside you, waiting to come out. As you create, you'll find your worries soften, replaced by a sense of pride in what you've made, filling your days with a lightness that comes from nurturing the world around you in small, meaningful ways. Here comes step 8, finding meaning by caring for something. When the days feel long and empty, one of the most healing things you can do is find something to care for, because nurturing another living thing brings a sense of purpose that fills the quiet with warmth. It could be as simple as tending to a potted plant on your windowsill, watching its leaves unfurl because of the water you give it, or feeding a stray cat that visits your porch, feeling its purr as a quiet thank you for your kindness. You might help a neighbor by picking up their mail or start a small garden in your backyard, planting flowers that bloom with your care. These acts, however small, remind you that you're needed, that your presence makes a difference, even in the smallest ways. Senior loneliness solutions often include this step, because caring for something gives your days a gentle rhythm of responsibility and joy, helping you feel connected to the world around you. It's like lighting a candle in a dark room. The glow might be small, but it changes everything, reminding you that life still flows through you, that you have love to give, and that there's beauty in the simple act of showing up for something. That depends on your care, as you honor the stories and emotions within you. Let's explore step 9, sharing your story and facing grief. When you're alone, your memories and emotions can feel heavy, especially if grief sneaks in. A song, a scent, or a photo might bring back the pain of losing someone dear, reminding you of chapters that have closed. But instead of pushing those feelings away, let yourself feel them, because you've earned the right to miss what was, to cry for the people and moments you've loved. You might sit with a photo, speak their name with tenderness, or light a candle to honor their memory, letting the tears come as they need to. At the same time, sharing your story can be a powerful way to heal. Try writing one memory a day in a journal, or recording your voice as you tell a tale from your past, even if it's just for yourself. These stories are a treasure, a way to keep your life's joy alive, and they remind you that your voice still matters. Overcoming loneliness after 60 can mean facing these emotions with grace, then finding small joys to balance the sorrow, like taking a walk to feel the sun on your face or sipping tea while listening to a favorite song. By honoring your grief and your story, you're weaving a tapestry of healing, one that holds both the pain and the beauty of your life, helping you step into a season where you live fully with purpose and peace. Finally, let's wrap up with a conclusion: living fully in your quiet season. Let's reflect on the 9 steps we've shared to help you find senior loneliness solutions and live fully, even in this quiet season of life. We've talked about understanding the true nature of loneliness, building a daily routine to give your days purpose, moving your body to feel alive, transforming your space into a sanctuary, speaking kindly to yourself, reaching out to build connections, rediscovering joy through creativity, finding meaning by caring for something and sharing your story while facing grief. Each step is a gentle way to bring warmth and meaning back into your days, reminding you that being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. It can be a chance to reconnect with yourself and the world in new, beautiful ways. You might start today by setting a small goal, like calling a friend or writing down a memory that makes you smile, taking that first step toward a life that feels vibrant again. I'd love to hear what you'll try next. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, because your story matters, and it might inspire someone else watching. If this video touched your heart, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Wise Wellness Path for more ways to thrive in your golden years. Here's to living fully with joy and purpose in every season of your life. You've got this, and I'm cheering for you every step of the way.